Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for November 17, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. First, in a significant escalation of the Venezuela crisis, the U.S. has deployed its most advanced aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, to the Caribbean Sea as part of Operation Southern Spear. The move is aimed at combating transnational threats and protecting U.S. national security amidst heightened tensions between the U.S. and Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. In other news, Serbia is facing a major crisis after Kosovo's parliament voted to create its own army, sparking concerns of renewed conflict in the region. The EU has called for calm and restraint, while the U.S. has expressed support for Kosovo's right to self-defense. And finally, here at home, we're examining a developing story surrounding President Trump's use of pardons, which has sparked concerns over conflicts of interest and the potential for abuse of power. Critics argue that some individuals with political connections to the president are leveraging those relationships to bypass the formal pardon process, creating what some call a pardon economy where wealthy and well-connected individuals can secure favorable treatment. These stories are complex and multifaceted, and we'll be providing in-depth analysis and updates as more information becomes available, and that's the way it is. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. I'm Barbara. Firstly, in a significant development, the British government has announced plans to overhaul its asylum policy, making it easier to deport migrants who arrive in the country illegally. The proposed changes aim to tackle clandestine migration, particularly via small boat crossings, but charities have criticized the proposals, arguing that they will punish desperate people who have already lost everything. In other news, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration has lifted all restrictions on commercial flights at major airports effective Monday, following a thorough review of safety trends and a decline in staffing-triggered events. This decision is expected to bring relief to travelers ahead of the busy Thanksgiving travel period. Lastly, we reported earlier that Ecuador has been experiencing violent protests, but in a more positive development, the country's government has announced plans to increase funding for social programs and address concerns over economic inequality. We'll be covering these stories in more depth throughout the day, so now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we have the cryptocurrency market, which is experiencing a significant downturn. Bitcoin has plummeted below 17,000, and the entire crypto complex is feeling the pain. Institutional investors are stepping back, leaving the asset exposed to retail traders and macro uncertainty. While some see this as a buying opportunity, others predict a prolonged bear market. Next, we're looking at Japan's economy, which has contracted by 2.1% in the July-September period. The tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump have taken a toll on Japan's exports, but it's not the only factor at play. Private consumption edged up modestly, and some businesses had accelerated their exports ahead of the tariffs. Lastly, we touched on the crypto market's volatility and its potential implications for the broader risk-off trend. As Bitwise Asset Management's Matthew Hugan noted, crypto was the canary in the coal mine for this trend. In conclusion, these stories remind us that the world of economics is full of surprises. It's crucial to remain informed, nuanced, and open-minded as we navigate these uncharted waters. Stay vigilant, dear listeners, and keep your eyes on the horizon. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, in the tech world, Apple is reportedly engaging in succession planning, with speculation surrounding the potential departure of CEO Tim Cook as early as next year. This comes as the company navigates challenges in the field of artificial intelligence and considers fresh approaches to innovation. Secondly, we're looking at the intersection of animal health and environmental stewardship, where veterinary students at Colorado State University are pioneering a new course in honeybee veterinary science. This initiative recognizes the critical role bees play in our ecosystem and aims to equip future veterinarians with the skills to address the complex health issues affecting these crucial pollinators. Lastly, we reflect on the broader implications of these stories, highlighting the importance of interdisciplinary approaches to modern challenges and our responsibility as stewards of the Earth. By fostering a deeper understanding of ecosystems and supporting innovative education, we can work towards creating a healthier, more sustainable world for all inhabitants. We'll continue to bring you inspiring stories, educational insights, and updates on the natural world around us. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we're exploring the fascinating discipline of chess boxing, a unique blend of physical and mental disciplines that's gaining popularity globally. Our article delves into the history and cultural significance of this sport, particularly in Russia, where it has contributed to their prowess in both chess and boxing. In football news, the Denver Broncos have taken a significant lead in the AFC West Division after defeating the Kansas City Chiefs 2020. This win not only propels the Broncos to a 3.5-game lead, but also hands them the tiebreaker over their rivals, making it increasingly challenging for the Chiefs to secure a 10th consecutive AFC West title. Lastly, we're following a concerning development for the Green Bay Packers, as star running back Josh Jacobs was forced to exit Sunday's game against the New York Giants due to a knee injury. Although the injury is not expected to be season-ending, the team awaits further tests to determine the full extent of the damage. Jacobs' absence will undoubtedly impact the team's performance, placing additional pressure on quarterback Jordan Love as they strive to maintain their playoff push. These stories and more are available in full on our website. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Corral.
Thank you, Howard. First, we looked at a thought-provoking piece on the Glen Iris Panini Bar in Melbourne, where tradition meets innovation and community spirit thrives. This small panini bar is more than just a place to grab a meal, it's an experience that celebrates Italian cuisine and brings people together. In contrast, our second story tackled a much darker topic: the sentencing of a former prison guard for the sexual assault of a child. This case highlights the importance of addressing problematic workplace cultures and prioritizing the well-being of vulnerable individuals. Lastly, we touched on a story about the power of satire and social commentary, as seen in a recent incident involving a Saturday Night Live sketch that sparked controversy and debate. As we navigate these complex issues, we're reminded of the importance of empathy, understanding, and community. Whether it's supporting local artisans, prioritizing the well-being of vulnerable individuals, or engaging in thoughtful discussions about social issues, we all have a role to play in creating a more compassionate and inclusive world. We'll continue to bring you thought-provoking stories and insights throughout the day. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First off, last night was a big night in Los Angeles as the honorary Oscars ceremony took place, recognizing the contributions of four incredible individuals: Tom Cruise, Debbie Allen, Dolly Parton, and Wynn Thomas. Unfortunately, Dolly Parton couldn't attend in person due to health issues, but she'll be receiving her award remotely from Nashville. In other news, Netflix has just released a new documentary called Selena y los Dinos, which celebrates the life and legacy of the queen of Tejano music, Selena Quintanilla Perez. The film features never-before-seen footage and interviews with Selena's family and is a must-watch for fans of the beloved singer. And finally, we have some exciting news for fans of the biblical series, House of David. One of the show's creators, John Irwin, has hinted that a third season may be on the way, which would continue the story of King David's life. While there's no official announcement yet, Irwin's comments have given fans hope that more episodes are coming soon. Tune in tomorrow for more news, updates, and analysis from the world of entertainment. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we visited an artistic haven in Ohio, where a unique sculpture park is promoting environmental awareness through stunning art installations. This innovative approach not only beautifies the landscape, but also highlights the importance of conservation and sustainability. In other news, a groundbreaking study has revealed the remarkable benefits of bilingualism on healthy aging. Researchers have found that speaking multiple languages can lower the risk of accelerated aging by up to 40%, with even more significant advantages for those who speak 3 or more languages. This discovery underscores the value of linguistic diversity in maintaining cognitive reserve and promoting overall well-being. Lastly, we delved into the complex and contentious issue of nuclear testing in the Asia-Pacific region. The legacy of harm caused by decades of nuclear experiments has left a lasting impact on the environment and human health. As we move forward, it's essential to prioritize diplomacy, cooperation, and environmental sustainability to mitigate the damage and ensure a safer future for all. These stories highlight the interconnectedness of our world and the importance of responsible stewardship, cultural exchange, and innovation in shaping a better tomorrow. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.